Adventurers and artists, welcome back. So I'm very busy this year. I've definitely got a lot on my plate, but that's fine. I'm hungry and I like food, so it's time to eat. No, but seriously, I'm trying to juggle full-time music study at university. I'm in 2 bands that we're trying to take to the next level. Still trying to practice my instrument enough and compose new music and produce that music. And I'm also trying to go full-time on YouTube as well, so it's a lot. I've never been this busy in my life, so I've had to find ways to organize my life and organize my time in a way that I'm not sinking in all of this work that I have to do. And I'm not seeing this work as drudgery. I'm really enjoying what I'm doing. I thought I'd sit down here and talk about 3 ways that I'm organizing my life so that I am staying on top of my work, I am still enjoying my life, and I'm staying sane in this whole process, because that's really important. I think, we need to maintain an emotional equilibrium. We need to maintain our peace no matter how busy we get. So yeah, I'm gonna share 3 ways that I'm doing that. So the first idea is to take care of the little things. So I've been engaging in a lot of creative work recently, composing a lot of music, producing music, editing videos, things like that. What I'm finding is that my capacity to engage in the creative process depends upon how easy it is for me to just sit down and get to work. I don't want to have to worry about little things. And by little things, I literally mean like a working pen that's easy to access, or like a pencil to do music notation, for example, or just like a clean desk, just like an easy space to work in. I think that's really important while we're engaging in creative work. The way I see it is that we want to bridge the gap between us and the creative process and the work that we're trying to do. We want to take away as many obstacles on that bridge as we can, so that we can literally just sit down at our space and engage in the creative process and do good work and do good study, whatever you're doing. Epic fail. I'm recording. It's not an epic fail. I'll probably add this in.
Come on.
No. Okay, not now. I will, but not now. I will make a RuneScape with you.
We can find some coppers.
Yeah, I want to make a RuneScape account with you. We're gonna do it.
Alright.
Yeah, when I was making YouTube videos in 2020, I got this camera here, the Lumix G85, and it shoots in 4K. And this is back when I didn't know that you could work off an external hard drive. And these files would just gobble up all of the space on my laptop. And I would get halfway through editing one of these videos, and suddenly I would run out of space, and my computer just didn't know how to deal with it. It would just poop itself, and Final Cut would just crash, and it would lock me out of the project. And I'd be like, bro, what are you doing? What the heck? That just really frustrated me, because I couldn't just sit down and start working on this project. I would always have to be like, oh crap, now I have to deal with my files. I would have to go through and delete random files. It was a mess. That's one way that a little thing turned into a big thing and came to spoil the creative process. Another thing I wanted to share was the coiling of cables. In a life of music, we're going to encounter cables. We encounter cables everywhere. It's part of music. Leads, all that stuff. It's just so annoying when they're tangled, right?
Snake-like cables are just everywhere.
So I have this friend called Hamish, and he is like the king of organization. He's so organized, and he instilled in me the coiling of cables.
What are you doing?
Coiling cables.
Coiling cables.
Coiling cables. Coiling cables.
When I first went to record my piano earlier this year, I went to grab my recording gear, and all the cables were just tangled, and it was so frustrating. I had to untangle all the cables, and it sounds like a trifle, but it was an obstacle in the way of me just sitting at the piano, hooking up these mics and just recording a tune, It was just something in the way that, affected my energy, I guess, and the inspiration to want to record a piano tune. So even just coiling my headphones, it just makes a major difference. I know it's like a little minor thing, but I think it's important to look at and take care of these little things before they become big things. So that's my first point. Take care of the little things. My second point is to have a physical system and to utilize physical tools. And the physical tools that I'm talking about here are a journal and a calendar. Now, these are really simple tools. I'm late to the calendar game. I literally got my first calendar this year, but it has completely changed the game for me. The first thing I did when I started my semester at university was take a note of all of my assignments and put that into my calendar. Having this physical thing that I can cast my eyes upon is just so helpful. I don't have to think about, oh, when's my next assignment due, or oh, have I got an assignment due this week? I can literally just like start my week by looking at this calendar and being like, okay, I've got this assignment and I've got this assignment next week. And it allows me to be one step ahead of myself and prepare accordingly for the work that I have to do. The other tool is journal. So I'm a big fan of journaling. I love journaling. I have like 100 different journals for 100 different things. I will talk about journaling forever because I think it's just the best tool ever. So this journal here is a journal about my YouTube channel, and you know, I've got in here like all my videos planned for this month of April, and it just allows me to look at that and organize that and just have something that I can look at and be like, okay, so this is what I'm working at, this is what I'm doing. And the good thing about a journal is you can carry it with you. You can always have it in your bag, you can grab it while you're waiting for a coffee, you can always make notes in it, and you can make it whatever you want. It's such a powerful tool. And just having that physical system, it just makes it so much easier. Definitely for me. You know, these days we can get apps on our phone to help organize our lives, but an analog system it's super powerful and so simple. It's quite cheap to buy a journal. Go get a journal. It's amazing. It'll change your life. Trust me. Oh, now I need to open my journal to see the third point. Okay, what's the third point? The third way that I'm organizing my life is prioritizing. There was a point, it was like last week, where I just got completely overwhelmed with everything that I'm trying to do. You know, there were all these classes to attend, all these videos to make, all this music to compose, band practices to attend, and it was just too much. I realized that I can't do everything. You know, I'm only human. I'm not a machine. And so I sat down and I discerned what is truly important. What am I trying to achieve this year in terms of my university studies, in terms of my YouTube channel, in terms of my bands? And I cut the fat. I think it's really good to consider and prioritize the important things that really matter to us and focus our energy and our resources on those things. And we should think about that when we are organizing our lives. The other point I wanted to make in talking about priorities is that we should always prioritize our health and wellness. I think this should always be at the primary spot. Ultimately, our health and wellness is the most important thing because the work and the study that we do out in the world, it comes from that place. You know, it comes from that foundation. And if the foundation is off, then I think the rest is off. So the way I see it is that our work is like a tree, you know, growing out of the soil that is us and the lifestyle that we live. You know, and the question is, are we looking after that soil? Are we nurturing that soil? Because ultimately, if the soil is rich and healthy, then the tree is going to grow vibrantly and be a magnificent, big, wonderful tree, I guess. So yeah, the whole idea is to look after yourself in this whole process of organizing your life. I think we should always prioritize our health, our spiritual practice, our good habits, our exercise, our diet. You know, even the simple things like, are we sleeping enough? Are we drinking enough water? I think this is like fundamental, and we should never put these things in a secondary place. You know, we want to do good work and we want to do good study, and I think that's only possible if we are looking after ourselves. And, you know, because it's very easy to get very excited about the work that we're doing when we're really busy and just like go gun-ho in our work. And you know, I've definitely become a bit of a workaholic recently, and I've had to think about this. You know, I've had to think like, am I getting enough sleep? Am I doing enough spiritual practice? Am I, you know, taking care of myself in all of this? So that's really important to consider when we're organizing our lives. Are we looking after ourselves? No matter how busy we get, we want to stay grounded and we want to maintain our equilibrium. So yeah, those are the 3 ways that I'm organizing my life this year. I'm doing an okay job of it. I'm fairly on top of my work, and I'm definitely enjoying what I'm doing. So I guess they work. They definitely work for me. That's why I'm sharing them here. I guess a final point that I wanted to raise is that I don't want to sit here in front of the camera and pretend like I'm some kind of guru or some kind of teacher or anything like that, because I'm absolutely not. I'm literally just another guy on the journey, on the artistic journey, just trying to figure out this whole process of making music, making videos, and all of that. And so I am not a pro, I'm not a master by any means, I'm just another guy. But what I do want to achieve with this channel is I want to create a forum, and I want to create a community of other adventurers and artists also on the journey, where we can come together and just create a vibe, you know, and creatively inspire each other and just discuss these ideas. That's what I want to do. I want to create a discussion. I want to create a community around, you know, creative expression, music, art, adventure, all of that good stuff, you know. I've got a lot of ideas coming up, so yeah, it's gonna be really fun. I'm excited to see where we go with this. So yeah, thank you so much for watching again, guys. I really do appreciate it. If you're interested in that journey and joining that community, I would love and really appreciate if you subscribe. Happy April. I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, thanks for watching. Once again, the journey's only just begun, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.